Okay, so now we're going to start making the belly, and for the belly we're going to start with a chain 9. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then after that we're going to start with the second chain from the hook, and we're going to do single crochet all across for a total of 8 single crochet. So we're going to do single crochet in the second chain from the hook and continue doing single crochet all the way across until the end. So single crochet. Okay, so continue doing single crochet all the way until the end of the chain. So after you get to the end, you're going to do a chain 1, and then you're going to turn to the other side, and then you're going to continue and do single crochet all the way across. So we're going to do single crochet, okay, and then continue doing single crochet. So do single crochet all the way across for a total of 8 single crochet in the second row. Okay, so after you get to the end again, you're going to do a chain 1, and then you're going to turn again, and then we're going to do single crochet again all the way across for a total of 8 single crochet. So you're going to continue doing your single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. Okay, so you're going to continue until the end of the row. Okay, so after you get at the end, you're going to do a chain 1. So at the end of every row, we're going to complete with a chain 1, and then we turn. Okay, and then after we turn in the 4th row, we are going to start by increasing in the first stitch. So you're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then you're going to do single crochet in the next 6 stitches, and then increase in the last stitch. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to increase in the last stitch. Okay, so after that we're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to turn. Okay, so after that in the 5th row we're going to do single crochet all the way across for a total of 10 single crochets. So you're going to do single crochet, single crochet. Okay, so do single crochet all the way across. Okay, so after you're done at the end of the row, you're going to do a chain 1 again, and then turn. Okay, so after we turn in the 6th row, we're going to start by doing single crochet at the very end. Okay, and then after that we're going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then single crochet 3. Okay, and then after that we're going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch, and then we're going to do single crochet in the final stitch. So we're going to do single crochet. Okay, and then after that we're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to turn. Okay, so after you're done with that, in the next 3 rows you're going to do single crochet in every row for a total of 13 stitches in each row. Okay, so at the end of every row, don't forget to do a chain 1 and then turn. Okay, so I'll see you when you're done with the 9th row so that we do the 10th row together. Okay, So after you get to the end of row 9, you're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to start with our 10th row. Okay, so in our 10th row, we're going to start by doing single crochet in the first stitch, and then in the next stitch we are going to increase. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, and then after that we're going to do single crochet in the next 9 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so after you're done with that, after you're done with the 9 single crochet, you're going to do to increase in the next stitch. So you're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then in the last stitch we're going to do single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to do a chain 1 and turn again. Okay, so after that, in the next 3 rows you're going to do single crochet all the way around in each row for a total of 15 stitches in each row. Okay, so I'll see you when you're done with the 13th row so that we do the 14th row together. Okay, so after that, after you're done with the 13th row, you're going to do a chain 1 and then turn. So in our 14th row, we're going to start by decreasing first. Okay, so we're going to go in the first stitch, pull through, and then go in the next stitch and pull through all the 3 together. Okay, and then after you're done with that, we are going to do single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then after that we are going to decrease again. Okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to decrease. Okay, so that gives us a total of 12 stitches. So after that we are going to do a chain 1 and then turn around, and then in our 15th row we're going to do single crochet all the way around until the end. So you're going to do single crochet, okay, and continue doing single crochet all the way round. So after you get to the end of the 15th row, you're going to do a chain 1 and then turn around. Okay, so in the 16th row we're going to start by decreasing. Okay, and then in the next 3 stitches we're going to do single crochet. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then after that we're going to decrease again. We're going to do a decrease. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then finally we are going to decrease. Okay, so after that we're going to do a chain 1 and turn around. Okay, and then after that in our 17th row we're going to start again by decreasing. Okay, so we're going to decrease. Okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then we're going to decrease. and we're going again to do single crochet and then decrease. Then we're going to do a chain 1 and then turn around again. So again we're going to start by decreasing, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets. So single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then decrease. Okay, so and then after that I'm just going to do a chain 1, and then I'm going to cut my yarn long enough for sewing. Okay, and there we have our belly patch. So we're just going to place it over here. When we are done with everything together, we're just going to sew it in the front of the tummy. Okay, so now we're going to start making the tail. Okay, so now for the tail, we're going to start with the magic ring and 6 single crochet into the magic ring. So I already did that. So by now you already know how to make the magic ring. So in our second row, we're going to do 2 single crochet, then increase and repeat that 2 times for a total of 8 stitches. So I'm going to go in the next stitch and do single crochet. Then I'm going to do another single crochet, then increase in the next stitch, and then I'm going to repeat that again. So 2 single crochet, and then increase in the next stitch. Okay, so after that, in our third row, we're going to do 3 single crochet, then increase and do that 2 times for a total of 10 stitches. So I'm going to do single crochet 1, 2, then single crochet 3, and then increase, okay, and then you're going to repeat the same pattern again. So 3 single crochet and increase. Okay, so after that, in our fourth row, we're going to do 4 single crochet, then increase and repeat again 1 more time for a total of 12 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase, okay, and then you're going to repeat that 1 more time. So 4 single crochet and increase. Okay, so after that, in the 5th round, we are going to do 5 single crochet, then increase and repeat that for a total of 14 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that again 1 more time. Okay, so after you're done with that, in our 6th row, we are going to start by decreasing. So we're going to decrease first, okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we are going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then after that we're going to do single crochet in the remaining 6 stitches, so we'll have a total of 14 stitches. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so after that in our 7th row we're going to do 6 single crochet, then increase and repeat for a total of 16 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that again, so 6 single crochet and increase. Okay, so after that in the 8th row we are going to start by decreasing first. Okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 7 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and then after that we are going to increase in the next stitch, and then you're going to do single crochet in the remaining 6 stitches, so we'll have a total of 16 stitches. Okay, so after that in the 9th row we're going to do 7 single crochet, then increase and repeat that again for a total of 18 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then increase. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that again one more time. Okay, so after that in our 10th row we're going to do 5 single crochet, then increase and repeat all around for a total of 21 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that again, so 5 single crochet, increase all the way round. Okay, so after that in our 11th row we're going to start with 6 single crochet first. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then after that we're going again to do 6 single crochet. So we're going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch. going to increase, and then we're going to do 5 single crochets. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to decrease in the remaining 2 stitches. So you're going to do a decrease. Okay, so after that, in our 12th row, we're going to start by decreasing. Okay, so we're going to decrease first, okay, and then we're going to do 7 single crochets. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then after that we are going to increase in the next stitch. And then in the remaining 7 stitches you're going to do single crochet all the way across. So we have a total of 23 stitches. Okay, so after that, in the 11th row, in the 13th row, we're going to start by doing 11 single crochets. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So continue until you have 11 single crochets. Okay, so after the 11 single crochets, you're going to increase in the next stitch. And then after that, in the remaining 11 stitches, you're going to do single crochet all the way across. So we'll have a total of 24 stitches. Okay, so after that, in the 14th row, we're going to do 7 single crochet and then increase, and then we're going to repeat that all across for a total of 27 stitches. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then increase in the next stitch. Okay, so continue repeating that. So 7 single crochet, increase all the way across. Okay, so after that, in our 15th row, we're going to start by doing single crochet first, and then we are going to decrease in the next 2 stitches. So decrease, okay, and then after that we're going to do single crochet in the next 12 stitches. Okay, so you're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3. So repeat until you have 12 single crochets. Okay, so after that, in the next stitch you're going to increase. Okay, and then in the remaining 11 stitches you're going to do single crochet all the way across. So we have a total of 27 stitches. Okay, so after that, in the 16th row we're going to start by doing 10 single crochets. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3. Okay, so continue until you have 10 single crochets. Okay, so after that we're going to increase in the next stitch. So we're going to do an increase, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to increase, and then after that you're going to do single crochet in the remaining 9 stitches. So we'll have a total of 29 stitches. Okay, so after you're done with that, in our 17th row we're going to start by doing single crochets. So we're going to do single crochet, and then we're going to decrease, okay, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 8 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3. Okay, so continue until you have 8 single crochets. Okay, so after 8 single crochet we're going to increase in the next stitch. So you're going to increase, okay, and then after that we're going to do 9 single crochets. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so continue until you have 9 single crochets. Okay, so after the 9 single crochets you're going to increase in the next stitch. Okay, and then after that you're going to do single crochet in the remaining 7 stitches. So we'll have a total of 30 stitches. Okay, so after that in our 18th row we're going to do 9 single crochet, and then increase and repeat all the way around for a total of 33 stitches. So we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then increase. So you're going to keep repeating that. So 9 single crochet, increase all the way across. Okay, so after that in our 19th row, which is our last row, we're going to start by doing 6 single crochets. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then after that we're going to increase in the next stitch. So we're going to increase. Okay, and then after that we're going to do 4 single crochet, then increase and repeat that 4 times. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that again 3 more times. So you're going to do 4 single crochet, increase 3 more times. Okay, so after you're done doing that, in the remaining 6 stitches you're going to do single crochet all the way across. Okay, so when you're done with doing single crochets, you're going to cut off the yarn and leave long enough for sewing, and then after that I'll show you how to make the legs.